All right, guys, ask a felon back with another one for you. I got a couple questions I'm going to answer here today. Number one is, what's the biggest myth about prison? I'm going to have to say that's the graping that everybody makes out like happens. For one, where I was at, I didn't see any of that ever, but I feel like if that was to happen, it would be a way of just making somebody be disrespected. There's too many people around there. I seen men with titties in there. As a matter of fact, we wasn't even allowed to we'd take our shirts off at rec because the men with titties in there. So if you're in there getting raped, you're either doing something serious and people are doing it to just blatantly disrespect you, take away from your manhood, or you're wanting to be having it done. Because like I said, there's too many people in there willing to have it done, willing to be in there doing the gay shit. What happens on your first day of prison? I've already kind of went over that, but it's pretty intimidating, especially if you've never been to prison. You know, if you've already been to prison once or twice, it might not be so scary. But if you're fresh to it and you never went to juvenile as a kid, but you've done jail, going from jail to prison, it's intimidating. But it's actually, you can live more comfortable in prison. I mean, it's intimidating because when you walk in, and as soon as you get in there, you realize you're in there with people who's doing life. You're in there with people who's doing 10, 20, 30 years. You know, it's like, damn, this dude gets mad at me. What's he got to lose? You see people with tattoos all over them. You know, like I seen so many people that their whole face was tattooed. No body tattoos, just their whole face be tattooed up like a mask. So, I mean, yeah, it's intimidating. You're the new guy. You don't know anybody there. You eventually run into people from your hometown. At least I did. I ran into quite a few people that was from my hometown, which was kind of crazy. How do inmates make money in prison? I already covered this in another video. They sell drugs, boxing strips. They make things. They steal food from the kitchen. They run a store, which running a store is selling things 2 for 1. I'll loan it out to you. You give me back 2. So you double your money. What's the best and worst about prison food? All the way around, it all sucks. There ain't nothing best about prison food. The best thing about prison food is the commissary. How do fights usually start? Well, fights usually start because you snitched on somebody. You know, like I seen so many people in there that was, I don't even know why they was in prison, what they done, but they're just ain't got no sense at all. And then they'll run up a debt. And then instead of just paying the debt and facing their consequences, they'll snitch on their bunkie and then check in and get moved out. So most of the time, fights are over owing money. And usually you owe money because you got into dope. What surprised me most about prison was the freedom. How much you're allowed to have in there. Like, I never thought in prison you could have TVs, radios, pop. I thought it was bare minimum, stuck in a cell like at jail. It's definitely 100%. If you're doing a long time, you want to be in prison, not jail. I'll tell you that right now. What's something movies get wrong about prison? The graping. How do people stay in shape in prison? You see people in there, that's all they do. When they get out for their little bit of rec time, that's all they do is they work out. You'll see them down there doing push-ups, burpees, jumping jacks, walking fast around the thing. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people in there, that's all they do is work out. And you see some big ass dudes in there. What advice would I give somebody heading to prison? Stay in your own lane, mind your business, and you'll be okay. Don't be a pussy. You can't let people punk you. You let people punk you one time, it's done. It's over with. How did I rebuild my life after addiction in prison? Well, to tell you the truth, I got married. That's what I did. Got married and took on the responsibility of kids. That's how I rebuilt it. It gave me a purpose, gave me something to stay occupied. I got married 6 months out of prison. It was too soon, but I was in a hurry to hurry up and live the right life. So yeah, I got married and took on the responsibility of 3 kids. That's what I did. Gave me motivation to stay sober, gave me motivation to keep working, jump through all the hoops. Actually, the person I married helped me. They saved me from going back to prison by them knowing a judge. That's a crazy story for another time. I'll get into it. I'll make a whole video on that. But I ended up getting arrested. My wife, which was only my fiance at the time, she ended up calling the judge that she knew, and they didn't even get to book me into jail. They just come around the corner and said, unhook him. Judge called, said, unhook him. We ain't keeping him. Probably made me look like I was a snitch or something, but I told the sheriff on the way there, I said, I kept telling him on the way down I was getting arrested. I kept telling my brother, tell her to call the judge. Tell her to call the judge. I ain't going to say his name, but he was a big judge. He was a top judge in this town. I said, tell her to call him. Tell her to call him, because she knew him. She had been to functions with them and all that. Well, by the time I got to the jail, that sheriff kept telling me, oh, he ain't going to answer. He's in court. He ain't going to answer. He's in court. She ain't going to be able to do nothing. By the time I got to the jail, from the drive from the courthouse to the jail, they didn't even get the handcuffs off me before the phone call came in to release me. What keeps people returning to crime? I'm going to say not having nobody or nothing. That's the only thing I can think of. What keeps people returning to crime is either you don't have nothing out here to give you a purpose, you don't have people that care about you, or you're just so far strung out on drugs that you're just gone. That's all there is to it. You're either a drug addict and you ain't got nothing else in life but drugs, or you don't have nobody you care about. Because it's not only when you go to prison, it affects you. It affects the people who care about you. I think it might affect them just as much as it affects you, to be honest. If you have people you truly care about and people who truly care about you, it affects them just as much as it affects you. Can a felon own a business? Yeah, a felon can own a business. I'm not sure about how, but I've had a couple of businesses. Yeah, I've had to run them in my other people's names, but that was just me being safe to make sure that it wasn't in my name, because I am a felon. But yeah, I'm pretty sure felons can own businesses. I mean, I've had a couple myself. So with that being said, guys, that's all the questions I got for this one. Go ahead and hit that like, comment, subscribe. Till the next one. See ya.